Two inmates who spent 3 weeks on the run after breaking free from a New York prison had smoked a celebratory cigar in their cells after finalizing their elaborate escape route. Convicted murderers David Sweat and Richard Metz sparked a manhunt that captivated the country when they performed a Shawshank Redemption-style escape from the Clinton Correctional Facility in Dannemora, New York back on June 6, 2015. After 3 weeks on the run, Matt was eventually shot dead by authorities and Sweat was shot and captured a few days later near the Canadian border. Sweat has now shed light on their escape for a new book, Wild Escape: The Prison Break from Dannemora and the Manhunt That Captured America, written by reporter Chelsia Rose Marcius. Sweat spent about 85 nights climbing down into catwalks into the tunnels under the prison to explore possible escape routes. He firstly had to cut through a steel wall in their cells using chisels, blades and power tools smuggled in by civilian employee Joyce Mitchell, who ran the tailor shop where they worked. Sweat also spent hours cutting through large steam pipes and the chain on the manhole cover that they eventually managed to escape through. In an excerpt from the book published by the New York Daily News, Sweat detailed the lengthy process he went through to cut through the final metal steam pipe with a hacksaw blade, 1 inch. An hour over several weeks. He said he started the process in the May before his escape, when the spring weather meant the prison had cooled its heating system, meaning Sweat could touch the pipe without scalding himself. After successfully cutting the man-sized hole in the pipe, Sweat described walking in a passageway that ran along a 2-block residential street, Dannemora, so he could inspect the various manholes above him. Sweat managed to saw off a chain with the blade and peeked out to check he was outside the prison walls. "This will be perfect," he said to himself. Sweat said he then ran back to his cell, lit the cigar and woke Matt to celebrate. 6 months earlier, when they started hatching their plan, they had promised they would smoke the cigar when the route was finally ready. They escaped the prison that night. The men left a note on one of the metal pipes they had cut through that said, "Have a nice day," for authorities to later find. Sweat was serving a life sentence for killing a sheriff's deputy in 2002. While Matt was in prison for 25 years to life for kidnapping, killing and dismembering a man in 1997. The two men had enlisted the help of Mitchell, a married prison seamstress, to carry out their plan. It later emerged that they had manipulated her into believing they would all settle together in a place on the beach in Mexico when they got out. The pair both had sexual relations with the mother of one while in prison. Matt was eventually shot dead by officers on June 26 in a wooded area 30 miles west of the prison. Sweat was shot and captured 2 days later near the Canadian border. Mitchell, the tailor shop employee, pleaded guilty to charges related to providing hacksaw blades and other tools to the inmates. Wild Escape: The Prison Break from Dannemora and the Manhunt That Captured America by Chelsia Rose Marcius will be on sale from Tuesday.
Where the freaks at?